Hey people, how's it going? Oh. Inventory. Take this off you. So I believe this guy had a helmet. Do I want to get that one or this one? We could just play pass it down. I can take this one. Yeah, take it. You want the shoes? No. Nothing. Okay. So I will take off this. And then we'll
What is it that you want of me?
We'll give Virgil this. There we go. It's awesome. And we need to go up, right? Yes. And see about selling the other stuff. Hello? I have things. You don't have anything I want. Actually. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know, it's got a lot of numbers. What does that mean? So that's what Virgil's got on now, is chain. 12. Damage resistance 23. Fire resistance 5. ER. Oh god, I can't remember what ER means. Now, is it for regular sized people? Because I don't want to buy it if I can't wear it. I'm tempted though. It's really good. Hang on. Let me save. And we'll see if I can buy it. Somebody's screaming. Don't buy it! What did it say? The wrong size. Alright. Load. Okay, you, madam. I don't know what it does. There, you can keep that. And take this one too. And, yeah, take that. Keep that dagger. I said I'm gonna keep that dagger. It needs to go there. And this needs... That needs to go there. Oh my god, go up there. Jesus, on a stick. Alright. Sobbing onion. I think that's that. We need to go over there now. Oh, we got a new helmet. Hopefully that will help us tank. Tank. Human city dweller. You're a mage. Or you're a priest. One of them. Hey, buddy. Right. We're going into the temple. Ooh. The cover says the... I I keep wanting to say Archon. Archaean, I think is how it is. Did we read it? How long is it? It's reading time, kids. Let me take a drink. And Nasruddin, great powerful father, was born in the elven forest of old, of this world but not of it, body of flesh but spirit and wisdom of the gods, eyes that saw beyond the years, dreams born of another age. And when he saw the time as right, he gathered about him an elven council, a group of wise and benevolent beings. Wait a minute. We read this, didn't we? Yep, we read this. I remember. Alex, buddy!
Wait! Do you see that man? The one at the front of the temple?
Uh-huh.
That's Alexander, first acolyte of the Panarii church. I never thought I'd actually lay eyes on him.
Alex? Yeah.
The man's a living legend. Joaquin used to tell me stories about him. Not a nobler soul in all of Arcanum, it said. And he's a skilled warrior as well. Not the sort you want to tangle with.
Oh, I think you'd be surprised who I want to tangle with. In the name of Nasruddin, I welcome you, my friend. How can I help you today? Hey, Alex, what's up? I'm Alexander, High Acolyte of the First Panarii Temple. Sounds hot. Of course. What can you tell me of the Panarii Church? Would you like to know? Aranax. Would you like to know about Aranax? Where is he now? He was banished by Nasruddin and the council after a large battle near the Ring of Brodgar. Aranax waged battle war against the council, and it's speculated he tried to wrest control of the council from Nasruddin for his own purposes. Nasruddin died from his wounds he received in the battle. Okay, banished. What does that mean? Someone is banished. They are sent to where is known as the Void. Oh, my friend, that is an area of some debate. Many say the Void is the actual place, a plane of existence where the evil pay for their transgressions for all eternity. Others say that the Void is merely a state of unbeing, not an actual place. What is known is that when someone is banished, they are no longer here, and they cannot come back. How's that any different from death? Death, as proven through magic, is sometimes a temporary state. Entities can be resurrected. There's no resurrection from the void. Banishment was a permanent solution, a punishment of the highest degree. It's never done anymore. There are those who believe the knowledge of how to do it have been lost forever. I know a guy who came back. Oh, really? And just how do you know this? Because I spoke to him. Who has done so? Oh, it's a long story. So you're telling me you're the sole survivor of the crash of the IFS ever? Yep. Have any idea what this means? It's you. You're the living one. It's a miracle. Oh, God. Out of proportion! This is an astronomical event. The return of the Nasruddin. The final battle. The end of all we know and a new beginning. The most amazing... Alright! Calm down. Of course, of course. Forgive my excitement, Exalted One. We've waited for you a long time. Just... You must listen to me. We were warned by the High Priest to expect your arrival. He told us to score you as an imposter. For some reason, he refuses to believe. I understand. There are times when all of us find it difficult to follow the path chosen for us. In the end, does it really matter if you were or you weren't? You seem intent on discovering what has happened, and already you and Aranax have crossed paths. If you thwart his plan, you will have played the role of the living one. Is there a difference in the end? Not really. I'm not worried. You've come this far, regardless of what you think. I feel as if fate has chosen a worthy champion. Now, how can I be of service? Okay. You should be very careful about who you reveal yourself to. If you speak with Hadrian, the archaeologist, you may not want to tell him. He's a great man of faith, but he's old. Belief in you will come slowly. Gunther Wilhelm is a brilliant man and open to new ideas. I expect he'll believe you immediately. Okay, a few more questions. Panarii history. There are many scholars here in the First Temple of Panarii. The two most are Hadrian, the archaeologist, and Gunther Wilhelm, the historian. Both are well versed in history and have detailed information concerning their specific disciplines. Also derailed. Where might I find them? Each of them has offices through the doors behind me. When we're finished speaking, I will open the doors for you. Awesome, let's go! Book it! Who are you? Human priest. Gnome priest. This guy. Hello. Call me Hadrian. Oh, fuck. Archaeologists aren't supposed to wear big blue robes. They're awfully shiny and I like them. Call me Hadrian, acolyte of Panarii and local expert on church archaeology. How may I help you today? I'm Lana Monsterop. May I speak with you? Certainly. Let's talk about your work. What would you like to know? Some of the objects you have here. Which would you like to know? Oh, fuck. Is that a skeleton's finger? The finger of Saint Mannix. Who's Saint Mannix? Saint Mannix was one of the elders of the Panarii Church, a very, very holy man. He's the only man in history of our church who was ascended by Nazareth. That means his body was taken directly from this life to the next. Yeah, why is his finger here? Legend tells of a time when Saint Mannix had been captured by barbarians. They were plundering the surrounding countryside and were holding Mannix for ransom. He told his people to refuse, so the barbarians threatened to cut off one of his fingers if he didn't comply. Mannix calmly picked up a knife, told them there would be no ransom, and cut it off himself. Ew. He was when he needed to be. Is there anything else you'd like to know? For more of the objects. The glass device. Have any idea what it is, but it sure is pretty. Okay, and the black gem. The Eye of Krakatoa. No, I mean it's really the Eye of Krakatoa. When the council was banishing him, he put up quite a struggle. Somehow the monster's eye got put out, and someone found it on when they were cleaning up. Dreadful creature Krakatoa was. If you ask Alexander about who's been banished over the years, he'll tell you the story. These objects. Talk about your work. The remains of Nazareth. What would you like to know about them? Where are they? There are thousands of old catacombs beneath the temple. First acolyte Alexander can direct you there if you have a problem finding them. Have you seen them? No. I'd do anything to see those old bones of his. There's so many questions I could answer if only I could have a look at them. When he died, how he died. I want to know if his skeletal structure is the same as common elves, or if his prolonged use of powerful magic changed him somehow. So many questions. I've never been able to see them. Why not? You're the church archaeologist. Yeah, you'd think so, but, I mean, when the elders need someone digging in the dark caverns of Bangladesh deeps, who do they call? If some poor old fool comes across the temple's tomb sealed with the blood of a Gorgothian blood curse, ring the bell for old Hadrian. Why won't they let you see the body? I don't know! They speak of desecration and sacrilege. The man is dead. D-E-A-D, dead. I respect and cherish Nazareth and what he taught us more than anyone. I hardly think he'd be upset if I chipped a piece of bone off his earthly shell. Yeah, well, I'd like to look at him too. Really? Are you a fellow archaeologist, my friend? Well, I don't think I have the persuasion for it, but we'll try. Strictly freelance. Yes, you do seem to have that particular look about you, but just about anyone could. Maybe we could talk a moment. Yeah, sure. I was recently reading about the islands of the Serpent Spine. Do you know anything of them? I can't say much in that particular area. Well, be that as it may, what were we talking about? I was telling you how I'd be interested in seeing the remains. Right. I can't say I could help you. I've never seen the remains, so I doubt they're going to let a stranger walk in and start rattling the bones. I'm sorry, but I think you're on your own here. Well, good day. Wait! What? Look. If someone was I just leaned into the computer because I'm talking quietly. Here we go. I'll move the mic up. If someone was looking for an inconspicuous way into the burial room, and they happen to be roaming around the sewers, they might find a way into the old catacombs, and who knows what they might find down there. And if that someone were to find something like a piece of Nazareth skeleton, a particular archaeologist might be interested in taking a look. You do that, my friend. Is there anything else? See general questions. No, must be departing. Okay. Oh, here we go. Thank you for closing the door, dog. Yes, what do you want? Who are you? Instead of ropes, he's dressed in a finely made suit. You might. I will help. Gunther will help. Hi. I'm a church historian. I have a variety of responsibilities here, from translations to document restorations, as well as authentication of any literary finds. If it is written and has to do with Panarii, it's my job to know about it. Does that answer your question? Yeah, pretty good. What do you want to know? Tell me of your work. What are you working interested in? What are you working on now? It's like 50 questions. Currently, I'm doing some research on older translations of the Arcanum. I found some interesting discrepancies I'm looking into. Discrepancies? What do you mean? There are a few differences in some of the passages I found in this earlier copy. I'll give you an example. The Arcanum we read today refers to our order as Panarii. The word Panarii in the Old Tongue means light servant or follower, but in this older copy I'm studying, we are referred to as the Panarii, which means defenders of the gate. Very odd. Anything else? A few minor things. I'm still working out translations. Perhaps it's something we can speak of later. Of course. The statue in the courtyard. That's of Saint Magick, one of the early elders of the church. Why was he made a saint? Oh, Saint Magick was the only person reputedly to have ascended. That is, the spirit of Nazarene appeared and took his body directly from this plane of existence to the next. You don't believe it? There's no doubt in my mind that Magick was a very holy man. My belief is in an inconclusive set of circumstances does not invalidate the fact, regardless of how that might affect my own faith. Are there any eyewitnesses? There were 2 witnesses to the ascension of Magick, 2 elves. One was named Randar, and the other, what was his name? Kanhua, I believe. Their accounts of the incident were almost exactly the same. Both were beautifully written. A few more questions. What do you want to know about St. Magick? Do you believe in the ascension? Okay, what else do you know about him? Almost all the records concerning the life of the great saint have been lost over the years. Very little is known about him, or what he did before he was taken. Of course, there are the usual insubstantial amount of miracles, and of course there's Alexander. What does Alexander have to do with it? You haven't heard? He almost never speaks of it. Man has enough humility for all of us. Alexander is a direct descendant of Magick. His family has held the position of his acolyte for the last 1,500 years. Ooh. Yeah. There's no better man to bear it. Alexander's a saint in his own right. There are a few men I respect, my friend. Alexander is a noble soul. Do you know anything of him? No. Tell me. Alexander hasn't always been with us here at the temple. You see, the first acolyte's role in any Panarii temple is a spirit leader and a warlord. Symbolically, he's to assume these roles just as Nazarene did so many years ago. Many acolytes go into this very lightly. They might entreat the local constabulary to train them in basic combat techniques. Not with Alexander. Okay, what'd he do? Alexander left us for 10 years. Instead, he was some of the most feared and respected masters in several combat disciplines. For his pilgrimage, he traveled to the Vendigroth Wastes and lived there alone until he thought himself ready to assume his post. If you know nothing of the Wastes, know this. There's no more terrible place in all of Arcanum. There's not a more dangerous man in all of Caladon, and he's very well versed in 2 or 3 of Magick colleges as well, as we all are, who are Panarii elders. The temple hasn't been in safer hands since it was those of the great saint himself. A few more questions about Magick? We'll go through this again. More questions. It must be off. Talk again. Give you a moment. Tell me if you work. Questions about the remains of the Nazarene. What would you like to know? What do you know about them? Let me get a drink. Ugh. It's thirsty work. Me, I know very little about them, save for the documents we've associated with their discovery, and a few research documents about the sarcophagus itself. Hatchery and the archaeologist would have more information on the specifics. Do you think they're authentic? To tell you the truth, I don't really know. I've done a lot of research on the engravings in the sarcophagus. Everything seems to be in order. It just seems to me that it's very convenient. I mean, who buried him? We have no records of that. There's no doubt that an elf of his stature would have been given an elaborate burial. But who did it? We don't know. Church records say who discovered him. Let me see. Here they are. The elf's name was Kanhua. Wasn't that the person who witnessed the ascension? Yeah, well, at least it's the same name. Let me look at the years. Discovery of the remains happened within a few years of the ascension of St. Magick. I never realized that, but you're correct. It very well might be the same person. Did you find that strange? You're very curious about this whole affair, my friend. What is your real interest in it? Oh, crap. We'll pretend the door's closed. It's a long tale. I see. You're telling me you're the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr blimp crash? Yes? I was wondering when you were going to tell me. I've been looking for you for a long time, you know. Rumors around, we'd heard you might come calling. I'm very glad you decided to put your trust in me. I really need to see the dead body. I'm a necrophiliac at heart. Listen, my friend, not everyone here is sympathetic to your cause. Hadrian the archaeologist is the one you need to speak with, but be very careful. He's an old and loyal friend, but belief in you will come slowly for him. He'll be the best source of information regarding the remains and how you might get them, but tread lightly. Subterfuge might be necessary. Thank you. No, thank you, my friend. Return her when you see the remains and tell me what you find. I might be able to help you once you know what it is you're looking for. I will. Okay, so it looks like we got to go tomb crawling. Then is there anything in here? I mean, this is my fucking temple. You know. Heavy wooden door locked. Huh. Where does this go? Well, let's read our book. Check our rumors and notes. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of notes. Take a look around the local sewers. Okay, nothing absolutely new. Let's go back and talk to Alex. Kitty. Okay. In the name of Nasruddin, I welcome you, my friend. How can I help you today? I have time for a few questions. Of course, Honored One. I live to serve. Been uncovering some strange things. What are you talking about? Gather discovered something about the name of the Panarii. That is strange, my friend, but it seems a fairly trivial thing. There are small differences in almost every translation. This is probably an honest mistake. A few more strange things. Tell him about Kanhua. Seems to bother Alexander a little. It's an interesting fact. Perhaps there's something amiss. Was there anything else? Questions? Okie dokie. I want to know if we can go down those stairs. Let's go find out. Talk to the priest. Where does the door go? Door leads to the tomb of Nasruddin. Can I go have a look? Sorry, but only people... Excuse me. Oh, you just went up to level 40. I'm sorry, but only people besides the church idlers who are allowed to see the remains are Panarii brothers and sisters on pilgrimages. We haven't seen one of those in a long time. Okay, I didn't save. I probably should. I don't know if I have to fight. Let's see, where does this go? Okay, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? Greetings, my daughter. Let's talk to him again. I'd like to see the tomb of Nasruddin. Okay. Let's see if we can go down. Okay. Elf guard. Elf guard. There's a glass of water. There's a candle. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Quick about it now, I have to be on. I'm here to see your boss. High Priest sees no one except by invitation, no exceptions. Okay, how does one get an invitation? Invitations are not got. There's no way to procure a holy invitation. The only given out by His Eminence Grace. Now be gone. Okay. Alright. I want to know who your master is. Back into the grubby old sewers. Wonder what would happen if we told Hadrian. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tell him. Let me make a save. I'm doing this just in case, like, it hits the fan and he starts whipping fucking fireballs and lightning bolts at us and shit. Okay, more general questions. Well, damn, we can't tell him now. Fuck. I was hoping maybe he knew a way in that door or something. Well, time to get grubby again. Okay. Into the sewers. Sewers? Save. Has it been time?